In this video, we are going to talk about Sheryl Sandberg. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Sheryl Kara Sandberg, born August 28, 1969, is an American corporate executive, businesswoman, and philanthropist who is well known for her work with Facebook. He is the Chief Operating Officer, COO, of Meta Platforms, which he founded in 2005, and the originator of the Lean In org movement. In June 2012, she was elected to the board of directors of Facebook, making her the company's first female director to serve on the board. Sandberg previously worked as vice president of global online sales and operations at Google, where she was also involved with the company's philanthropic arm, Google.org. Before joining Facebook as COO, Sandberg worked as vice president of global online sales and operations at Google. Sandberg formerly worked as the head of staff for Lawrence Summers, the United States Secretary of the Treasury at the time. As a result, she was named to the Time 100, which is published annually and lists the world's most influential people. Because of her stock interests in Facebook and other firms, Sandberg is estimated to be worth more than $1.8 billion United States dollars as of December 2019. Early life and education. The daughter of Adele, née Einhorn, and Joel Sandberg and the oldest of three children, Sandberg was born in 1969 in Washington, D.C., to an Ashkenazi Jewish family. She is the youngest of the three children. Her father is an ophthalmologist, and her mother worked as a French language instructor in a community college. When she was 2 years old, her family relocated to North Miami Beach, Florida, where she still resides. She attended North Miami Beach High School, where she graduated in 1987 with the 9th highest grade point average in her class. She served as the sophomore class president, was elected to the National Honor Society, and was a member of the senior class executive board, among other things. In the 1980s, while still in high school, Sandberg worked as an aerobics instructor. Sandberg enrolled at Harvard College in the fall of 1987. The John H. Williams Prize for being the top graduating student in economics was granted to her in 1991 when she received her Bachelor of Arts in Economics with honors and Phi Beta Kappa designation from the University of Michigan. While at Harvard, she co-founded a group called Women in Economics and Government, which continues to this day. She also met Professor Lawrence Summers, who served as her mentor and thesis supervisor during her time at UC Berkeley. Summers hired her to work as a research assistant at the World Bank, where she spent approximately 1 year on health projects in India that dealt with leprosy, AIDS, and blindness. Summers was also a member of the World Bank's research team. She began studying at Harvard Business School in 1993, and graduated with honors from the institution in 1995 with an MBA. A fellowship was awarded to her during her first year of business school. Career. Sandberg worked as a management consultant for McKinsey & Company for almost a year after graduating from business school in the spring of 1995. She worked for Larry Summers, who was then the United States Secretary of the Treasury under President Bill Clinton, from 1996 until 2001. During the Asian financial crisis, Sandberg aided the Treasury Department in its efforts to forgive debt in developing countries. She eventually joined Google, where she was in charge of sales operations for Google's consumer products and Google Book Search, as well as online sales of Google's advertising and publishing businesses. She built Google's ad and sales staff from 4 to 4,000 workers during her time there. Boards. Sandberg was appointed to the Walt Disney Company's board of directors in 2009. She is also a member of the Women for Women International, the Center for Global Development, and V-Day boards of directors. She previously served on the boards of Starbucks, the Brookings Institution, and the Advertising Council. Personal life. Sandberg married Brian Kraft in 1993, but the couple split the following year. She married Dave Goldberg, then a Yahoo executive and ultimately the CEO of SurveyMonkey, in 2004. They have a son and a daughter together. Sandberg and Goldberg frequently talked about their shared parenting relationship. Sandberg also brought up the topic of single parenting in America, which has a substantial negative impact on professional and economic development. Dave Goldberg died abruptly on May 1, 2015, and his death was initially reported as the consequence of a head injury sustained while falling from a treadmill while the couple was vacationing in Mexico. Sandberg has since clarified that her husband's death was caused by an arrhythmia rather than a fall from a treadmill. After 3 years of dating, Sandberg and Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick announced their split in May 2019. She announced her engagement to Kelton Global CEO Tom Bernthal on Facebook on February 3, 2020. Sandberg is a Californian who lives in Menlo Park. Politics. In the 2016 presidential election, Sandberg backed Hillary Clinton. Throughout the 2020 Democratic Party presidential primary, she declined to endorse Elizabeth Warren, an ardent critic of Facebook, but remarked, "I imagine I will support a Democratic nominee against incumbent Donald Trump."